Good morning. It's July 31st, finally. 31 days of my July challenge. And we're wrapping this up today. Starting a new thing tomorrow, which is quite similar to this thing that we're doing right now. Oh boy, here go the mosquitoes. See if I can pick up the pace. Let's have a look at the lake this morning. See, the sun is rising. The sunrise time is 6:35 this morning. Oh yeah, mosquitoes are gonna get me. This morning I did put on a little bit of Skin So Soft, but obviously I didn't put it on my ears enough to keep the mosquitoes from trying to get me. So I'm just looking over here to see, hopefully somebody came and got that little guy. What do I see him over there? We'll check it out later. If it is him, he's over behind some tall weeds. So, it's Wednesday, hump day, and it's the very last day of our July challenge. So I think I'll go ahead and summarize this challenge for you guys this morning. But before that, let me go ahead and give you the rundown from yesterday. So yesterday was Tuesday. It was a lean day. I ended up having, of course, it's like becoming my standby for lean days. It's a can of tuna, a can of sardines, a little bit of butter, and some hot sauce and salt for my lean day. For dinner, I decided to have 2 scrambled eggs and 2 1/3 slices of bacon. But I also had 1 chicken wingding. And this morning, my weight is up. Oh, such a bummer. So I ended up with a weight loss of 3.8 pounds because my weight is up this morning. So that's pretty good though. Basically 4 pounds and in a month. And that's better than the no pounds I've been losing every month for the last basically year. So yeah, so it did work. It definitely did work. But I'm wondering if chicken caused inflammation. It was such a small piece, but yet and still, it could be the chicken. It could be the eggs. So now I have a new theory to test. Like, is chicken causing the inflammation? Or is eggs causing the inflammation? Boy, that's a little annoying. So anyway, during the month of August, we're gonna test that out and see what's going on with that. I noticed that my CPAP numbers were higher this morning, 2.3 episodes per hour. And so, yeah, so we're gonna try to figure this out in the month of August, if we can. All right. So that's basically the rundown. Oh, I walked twice yesterday. And so that was good. I was happy with that. I'm thinking of increasing my walking to 3 times a day because a lot of the time Doc doesn't get a really good walk because of course I'm recording video and I'm not able to really focus on him. So I'm thinking of adding that 3rd walk in there. That middle of the day, letting that be his walk. So no recording on that one. So I can focus on trying to get him to learn how to walk like a normal dog. I know he's gonna bark and go crazy at other dogs, but all the rest of the stuff, he needs to leave it. All right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the month. So 31 days, I want to tell you guys that some of it was hard, some of it was easy. Let me run down for you the hard parts first. So, first of all, oh, wait a minute. Let me summarize what we did during the month of July, or what the plan was, what the beginning and the changes. Let me summarize for you what the plan was at the beginning and what the changes were through the course of the month. Okay, so we were gonna do beef, and bacon and seafood. So those were the three things that I wanted to incorporate in my diet. I said I'm gonna do like a seafood challenge with bacon. So I did that for a couple of weeks. And then I think it was the second week, I accidentally ate boiled eggs. Just ate them without even thinking about it. So over the course of the time, I had eggs during this challenge, probably 3 or 4 times. Maybe 5 times. Don't know the exact count. And then I decided that I would go ahead and just add back pork because, of course, July is rib month. And on the opportunities to have ribs, I just wanted to have them. So that was about halfway in. I added back in eggs to a degree and pork. I kept out chicken for the most part. I've had chicken a couple of times, some chicken wings, a couple of times during the course of the month. So obviously that was hard. And I had done seafood last October, sea lion last October, and found that, you know, I felt kind of really deprived. So I'm not gonna do that in the month of August. I'm just gonna focus on eating all the meats, eggs. I don't think I'm gonna bring back cheese yet. I might bring it back for one day. Because I really do miss my cheese eggs. We'll see. The other thing was I went with basically salt only. I had some other seasoning a couple of times. So I'm probably not gonna continue that. I'm gonna go ahead and like eat my food like regular, but I'm gonna change what I'm doing. All right, we're up at the top here, taking a look at where we can see that the sun is coming up. Oh God, you guys, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of mosquito bites, I have a feeling. Very little bit of sunrise showing. Can't really stop out here. If you stop, you just become a standing, not moving target for the mosquitoes. They're really bad right now because it's humid. When it's very dry outside, they don't seem to be so active. But this humidity has got them worked up. Okay, so hard things. Number one was the lean days. I really felt like the lean days were harder, in fact, than the OMAD days. At least until I identified or found kind of the lean day food that I was going to eat, which is a can of tuna mixed with a can of sardines. So lean days were a little bit difficult. They were supposed to be around 700 calories a day. They ended up being around 800, 900, 1,000 calories most of the days. There was one day that I had a lean day. I didn't eat till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I was able to not eat at all for the rest of the day. So that was interesting. But lean days are challenging, to be honest. And then, of course, the OMAD days are a little bit challenging. But, you know, it's a fasting muscle, so it's like you got to work it, or else basically you won't be feeling like fasting. So that is not really surprising. Fasting is a little bit hard. It's mentally challenging, and it's, you know, also, you know, we just really want to eat when we're feeling hungry. The only thing is that I know for a fact that fasting is super good for you. So those OMAD days were very important. My God, somebody's got a bad muffler. All right, so those were hard. Keeping the foods out was hard. And, you know, that was, you know, those were the difficult parts about it. What was good? The walking. Walking was really good. I've been making some completely different choices during the course of this month. So normally in the afternoon or during the day when I get tired, I would just go upstairs and lay down because I know that I didn't sleep well or whatever. So I just go upstairs and get in the bed. But instead of doing that, I decided to make the choice to take that tiredness outside and take it for a walk. And that really did help. Getting up and moving, doing that 20 to 30 minute walk in the middle of the day definitely helped me to feel better, be energized, and ready to continue my day at work. I forgot to turn my Peloton app on. That's okay. I'll put it on later. So, you know, that is a really, really great choice. Like, I'm proud of myself for that. I consistently walked every single day of the July challenge. You know, I didn't always get up in the morning and do the walk, but I walked every day of the July challenge. So that was good. I recorded a video for you guys every day and documented what's been going on. So gave you guys the rundown and then talked about what's going on today, talked about various topics, and then at the end of the day, tell you guys what I did today. So let me know if you guys like this style of video, or is there something else that you would like to hear about? Maybe I could have a topic to talk about each day. That will be a little bit difficult, but you know, I'm willing to try it if that's something that you guys are interested in. Also, these videos have been quite long because they're unedited. So a few of them were short, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but most of them were at least 20 minutes and sometimes up to like 40-ish minutes. So, do you guys like that? That's pretty long. I'm not cutting that very much stuff out of the video. I'm just, whatever I recorded, pretty much I'm just giving you guys that. So, you know, in the month of August, I'm trying to continue, basically, doing these daily videos. I like getting a video out to you guys every day. I think it's nice, and I know that for the content creators that I love to watch, I loved it when they were doing videos almost every single day. And I was able to keep up with their lives and see what's going on. And a lot of the content creators that I used to watch are no longer creating content. So that's you know, a bummer, but you know, those are the ones that are just like unprofessional, really edited, No extras add in, no fancy stuff, just talking about their lives. One that I really still love to watch and do watch that is a little bit more fancier because her husband is like into doing movies and stuff is Loving It on Keto with Wendy and Harry and little Sally Girl. They're my faves. They've been around for a while and I've been watching them for a long time. And they had been out there a long time before I started watching them. So, you know, those are kinds of channels that I really like to watch. Although I do try to support all the carnivore channels as much as I can. It is challenging though, because there's a lot of them out there now. Yeah. So 31 days of the July challenge. I feel like it went really well. It was definitely challenging and I lost 3.8 pounds. It was 4.8, but now it's down to 3.8 pounds. And we're gonna see if it's the chicken or the egg that caused the problem. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this July challenge. I have a video out that's gonna tell you about the August challenge. It's just a short, couple of minute long video. So check that out. And I might have to do a little bit of a revision on that one because I forgot to talk about exercise. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did talk about exercise. Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to add that video in here somewhere so that you guys can just click it and go there. I know that's possible to do. I just don't know how to do it. So I'll have to work on that. So I'm getting ready to go back home, drink me some coffee. And today is let me find out. Okay, so today, July 31st, is a free day. Hallelujah. Because August, I feel like it's gonna continue to be a challenge, which is great. I love challenges, that's why I'm doing this. So we'll see what I get up to. We'll see what I eat. I know we're gonna have some bacon. That's for sure. We're definitely gonna have some bacon. I'm gonna have some eggs. I'm gonna take something out of the freezer for dinner today. I do not have any ribeyes, and that is such a bummer. But like I said yesterday, the D&W Fresh Market has ribeyes on sale. The price is $11.99 a pound. So probably pick up a few of those and see if I can get a picanha. Picanha would be delicious. So I'll probably call over there, order a picanha, and just checking to see if our little friend is over there. I don't see him. I did not see him yesterday. So perhaps he's been picked up by one of these wildlife places. I know a couple of people in the community actually called as well as me. So yeah, I hope so. It's coffee time. Keto brain's nootropic. Collagen. Iodine. 10 drops. Increasing again. I'm gonna put some butter in here today. Go with a tablespoon of butter. a K-cup because I ran out of coffee filters, but they'll be here today. Good morning. It worked. I wasn't expecting that. Welcome back to another episode of CarnivorousGrama Cooks. Today, I'm going to be making beef short ribs. I have a couple of packages of this from my local farm. I'm going to go ahead and rinse these off. We're going to cook these in the crock pot today. So let me rinse them and then I'll come back and show you what I'm doing in the crock pot. Okay, here's what we've got. So these are my short ribs. You can see that they're various sizes. I am going to cut these up because I'm going to just cut them into their small bones. So let me grab a knife. All right, so I'm just going to cut these. I'm just going to cut these into smaller pieces. Kind of looking for the bone. This one I made it a little bit long, but that's okay. Just want to cut in between the bones. It will make it cook a little bit faster and also easier to manage these when they're a little bit smaller. You can see that these ones are kind of thin. But yet, these are going to be super delicious. I think the only thing that can make these any better is a little bit of barbecue sauce, which I'm not eating. All right, so we're going to season these real quick. Okay, we're going to season them with, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm seasoning with today. My July challenge is over. I'm going back to my Redmond real salt, seasoning salt. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder to these. All right, let's just season. Kind of want to season this on all the sides. I'm not going to put too much onion powder and garlic powder, but just a little titch. A little garlic powder. And of course, the Redmond real salt, which I'm gonna have to order some more of because I'm almost out. I'm gonna flip these around. I'm just gonna rub this in a little bit because basically I think I got enough seasoning on there. And then I'm gonna start putting these in the crock pot. I don't put any water or liquid or anything in this crock pot with my short ribs because they have a lot of fat and they make their own liquid. So I just put them in here and let them cook. Now, a lot of people do add like some bone broth or something else to your pot. You can do that if that's what you prefer. But me, I just like it to have the juice that came from the meat. Now, once I get this all in here, wash my hands again. All right, so here's my pot. I'm gonna let you guys have a look inside. Okay. So this is a super simple and quick meal. I'm gonna just turn the crock pot on high and let it cook for about 6 or 7 hours, and we'll come back and have a look at it. Beef short ribs are absolutely delicious. You know, back in the day, I would have eaten this with something like rice or potatoes, and put that sauce over. But since we are no longer eating those things, we're just gonna have us some delicious, unctuous, and fatty beef short ribs for dinner today. This little guy was just up by the door. It's so funny because Doc is laying right here. He was just laying upside down sleeping, and that little groundhog was over here watching him through the door. Hilarious. So, taking a little break from work. It's about 11 o'clock and I'm getting ready to have breakfast. I'm gonna do some bacon and eggs. So in my skillet, I have about 3 tablespoons of those real bacon bits. Let me show you. I'm just crisping these up a little bit. So today I'm having what I'm calling a free day. I'm going to have 3 egg yolks and 1 egg white. I don't want all those whites. I feel like I might be having some inflammation from egg whites. So I'm gonna just reduce the number that I'm having. So I'm just splitting my egg whites in this here bowl. I'm gonna add the yolks in for scrambling. So just gonna go ahead and de-white these eggs. So I got 3 yolks in my bowl and one white. And then I got 2 whites in this bowl. Here my bacon starting to sizzle. Turn that down. All right, what am I putting in my eggs this morning? Redmond's Real Salt, seasoned salt. Yes, indeed. I'm happy to have that back. Today's a free day. Did I mention that? Did I mention that today is a free day? I realized in my plan, I didn't even have a menu for this here day. So I'm having a free day. What that's gonna mean, I don't know, but it's meaning that I'm having Redmond's Real Salt, seasoned salt in my eggs. All right, we're getting ready to cook this up. Okay, here's my eggs. I'm gonna call this bacon and scrambled eggs instead of eggs and bacon because I put way more bacon in here than I did eggs. I also added a little 1/2 tablespoon of butter on top. We're gonna give this a taste and see how it is. Yep. Delicious. All right, you guys, I gotta get back to work. I just took a very quick break to come upstairs and make myself some breakfast. And this is perfect. I'm gonna do the trick.